Om Bhurбhuvасвахам Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayantam.
So namaste everyone. Today my guest Pavel Kalagin from New York. So hi Paul.
Hi everybody.
So at the moment, as you can see, I'm in India, South Indian ancient city of Mysore. Very famous for the different yogic traditions, schools everywhere. So here, so many ashrams. So wonderful place to be. So let me remind our viewers that you, Paul, is the Sivanandayoga master yoga teacher, and of course Sivanandayoga is very famous all over the world, especially in the United States and in Europe. So by the way, in Germany especially. And I'm practicing and teaching Kriya yoga, so I'm a Kriya yoga master, also very famous, mostly meditation, but not only meditation, maybe first of all tradition. And it's very interesting that we have a unique chance to discuss so many topics, questions in the light of both these very respectful traditions. And today we're going to speak about physical body and spirituality, good health, etc. And of course, for many Westerners, okay, it's obvious, more or less, that we have to take care. I mean, we have to enjoy strong health, and it's not at all contradiction for the spiritual evolution. That even sounds strange if somebody is trying to put it in such a way. But at the same time, in Vedic Hindu tradition and in Buddhist tradition, and let us remember in some branches of Christian religion, that's not so obvious, and many people who belong to the, for example, Roman Catholic Church or Buddhist or Hindu people, and there are many Americans who, with a Christian and Jewish background, they're so interesting in involved in like Buddhist and Hindu schools and tradition. And for many masters, it's look like that physical body is something sinful, kind of obstacle, and if you are as a yoga practitioner trying to protect, support, all this flesh, sinful and awful, many esoteric people may say, oh no, you are not so spiritual, not spiritual enough. Okay, what can you say about what is the key, your personal, as usually, of course, your personal meaning is extremely important, and as well like Shivananda yoga tradition. What does it mean physical body for us according to the Sivananda yoga school?
Yeah. According to Sivananda yoga school, the physical body is it's pretty important tool for towards to achieve God, like an enlightenment. Very important. I know, like you said, like many schools, many masters just kind of ignoring it, like kind of. I'm not saying like I'm criticizing too much, but I saw that like they jumping into the meditation right away. They can't even sit properly. The spine not well. Like if you don't have like exactly like very stable pose, like it's very difficult to do some, almost impossible to do some techniques, let's say. It's the first thing what I want to say. And another thing, from my point of view, it's very important for the Westerns. They starting like from the like physical exercises like asanas, let's say, and that's the start, and then from them it's a chance to do some higher techniques, like let's say like light meditation, concentration, and reading scriptures and stuff. So it's a good basic. So that's very important. Many people in United States, like let's say I live in Brooklyn, as you mentioned already. So they not would go right away to school, like to study philosophy right away, or to pray some other gods right away. But they're gonna do some physical exercises. But after that, they can go through asanas towards the meditation.
Okay, I think you actually mentioning very important point why we need to work with the on the physical level as well. Suppose if somebody is interested in meditation only, okay, that's wonderful if people come into the field of yoga and spirituality and wish to transform consciousness first of all. But your point is really great. Unless you are able to to stay in a peaceful, comfortable posture,
Yeah.
unless you are able to relax properly, oh my God, what kind of meditation are you going to practice? I mean, for both of our traditions, I mean, for the tradition to which I belong, I mean, Kriya Yoga is also basically the same. The posture, the proper posture, it doesn't mean lotus posture. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the Westerners and modern Indians as well, let me say, just can't manage to stay in that lotus posture. Just impossible. You don't need to torture your physical body, but your physical posture must be relaxed enough. You must feel comfortable. You must be able, just on the level of muscles and joints, okay, first we have to stay relaxed on the physical level. And okay, esoteric tradition insists that actually our physical body is continuation of our consciousness. And even modern science, okay, thanks God, came to such a point of understanding that, I mean, on the very, 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 very subtle level, there is not any matter, there is not any flesh, but actually pure energy. Oh my God, even science are able to prove that actually Shakti, the energy, okay, is what is the reality, the subtle reality of matter. And it means to work with consciousness, you have to enjoy peace of your posture. So please continue.
Yeah, you already mentioned like very important stuff also, and um, um, I'm gonna talk about my personal example. Like I see my students every day. It was like just 2 hours ago, and every time, like all the time, like each, like let's say session training, we're starting with the comfortable pose. If we don't do that, it's extremely tough. Like it's almost impossible to go forward. Like we just can't. Like the person he's not mentally and physically relaxed, and not just relaxed, comfortable enough. Yeah, he's not ready for that. Like he's doing, like let's say for pranayama, for the breathing exercises, and I'm personally always touching them, the spine and stuff, like, and we're looking for in the beginning of the lesson, we're looking for the comfortable, not just pose, for the comfortable, let's say, atmosphere, even like for the comfortable, like floor, for the comfortable, let's say, temperature, physical stuff, physical level.
Yeah.
So if it's too hot or if it's too cold for yoga, especially for Sivananda yoga, he mentioned it a lot about it. He told like many things about it. It should be golden middle, like Buddha said. Like it's like yoga, like no extremes. Like if you feel comfortable and relaxed enough about outside things, let's say, like I said, temperature, light, not too light, not too dark. You don't have to be too hyper and very sleepy at the same time. Not too tired, but not like let's say like you jumping like from something. So it's not just posture. It's about like basics, all basics on all levels, on all physical things, on a physical level to prepare it. Even yoga mat, you know, like so everything should be pretty much in a place, and then you can do it very successfully. If you skip it, you're not gonna be. It's gonna be very difficult to do others. Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely, and okay, it's nice to quote Christian Bible letters by Saint Paul. Okay, who told us that actually physical body is the temple for the spirit, and that's I believe that in the Protestant church they understand it pretty well. Jewish tradition is also never denying physical aspect, but such branches of Christianity like Roman Catholic Church, or Orthodox Church, doesn't matter, Greek or Russian, so they of course can slightly deny physical aspect, and it's a very uneasy situation for the Vedic Hindu tradition, because if you just take, let us say, Bhagavad Gita, there is no any denial. I mean, it just must to work with this world, and Krishna in Bhagavad Gita never denies actually existence, which he created in the very first place. And of course, some great masters, anyway, they put this idea in a totally different way. Anyway, let us also remember very important philosophical and religious point that, okay, who created this world? Who created this physical body? Lord God. Then how can we say that we don't need to take care of the who can say and why that this is obstacle and I mean sinful and dirty or something like that? So it means if it is created by God, we have to take care. But also very important is to remember, I think, yeah, if we just jump into another other extreme, yeah, like okay, only physical aspect of yoga, which is like hatha yoga, asanas, and okay, we wish to improve our physical health and you know, to be strong in like any age. That's good maybe, but not enough, because basically the term yoga means union between soul and God. So it means if no philosophical and kind of meditative aspect, then it is all not yoga at all. Okay, we have just a couple of minutes left. Can you just summarize our discussion?
Yeah. What I wanted to say to the people, like I have experience like about more than about 35 years maybe. I'm practicing yoga in Sivananda also. So I think that I'm about golden medal. So always. So I would say if you want to do, you have to understand what's your purpose to do something first of all. So many people don't understand that. They just doing it. They don't, you know, like they didn't plan it. They didn't think about it. Like they just doing it. So I would say the good advice from me, it's like just think about it before. What for? What do you need? Like what do you need? Like look around, like where you are, who you are. Think a little bit, and then you can start with asanas. Maybe you don't have to start with asanas. You know, like with other things. Maybe you should read about it first. So that's my point. Like start with a reasonable thing. Like just be not smart, but be wise enough like a little wisdom, like don't jump in it too much right away, like especially about yoga. Prepare yourself, especially mentally.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Paul, for your time and wonderful conversation on the really important question from many yoga practitioners, and not only beginners. Many so-called advanced practitioners are also sometimes confused about connection between consciousness, spirituality, and physical body. So thank you very much. God bless all of us. See you next time.
See you.
ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवहं तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्